In the bustling city of Mumbai, where dreams clash with reality, there lived a young man named Aarav Kapoor. Aarav was a dreamer, but lately, his dreams have been slipping away like sand through his fingers. The weight of his family's expectations crushed his spirit, and his once burning passion to become an entrepreneur had dimmed into a faint glow. His friends were soaring in their careers, while he remained stuck in a monotonous 9-to-5 job at an accounting firm. One evening, while trudging back home to the narrow lanes of Dharavi, Aarav's phone buzzed. It was his childhood friend, Samir, now a successful motivational speaker. Samir invited him to a private gathering that evening at the Chai or Batain Cafe. Aarav hesitated, but decided to go, hoping to find some encouragement. The cafe was packed when Aarav arrived. Samir was on stage, his voice brimming with passion as he spoke about conquering fears and following dreams. The crowd erupted in applause, but Aarav remained unconvinced. After the talk, Samir approached him with a warm hug. "I see that look on your face, Aarav. What's eating you up?" Samir asked. Aarav forced a smile, just feeling stuck. "Nothing I do feels enough. Maybe I'm not cut out to chase my dreams." Samir's eyes sparkled mischievously. "Have you heard of the Temple of Unstoppable Motivation?" Aarav frowned. "Is that one of your fancy concepts?" Samir laughed. "No, it's real. A mystical place said to hold the secret to boundless motivation. Only those truly desperate to change their fate can find it." Curiosity piqued, Aarav asked, "And how do I find it?" Samir leaned in and whispered, "Follow your deepest desire, and it will guide you." Aarav was skeptical but intrigued. That night he couldn't sleep. Samir's words echoed in his mind. What did he truly desire? To break free from the chains of mediocrity and ignite his dreams. The next morning, Aarav set out on a journey, without a clear destination. He wandered through chaotic markets, dense forests on the outskirts of the city, and finally found himself at a desolate railway station at dusk. Just as he contemplated giving up, an old, hunched man appeared beside him. "You look lost," the old man rasped. Aarav hesitated. "I'm searching for motivation, or something to help me break free from this life." The man chuckled, pointing to a distant hill. "Climb that hill and find the banyan tree at its peak. You'll find what you seek." Aarav glanced at the hill, its peak shrouded in mist. Without another word, he began his ascent. It was treacherous. Thorns cut his hands, and the rocky path tested his endurance. But a strange determination propelled him forward. Hours later, exhausted and drenched in sweat, Aarav reached the peak. Beneath the sprawling banyan tree sat an old sage with serene expression. Aarav dropped to his knees, panting. The sage opened his eyes slowly. "Why are you here?" "I'm looking for the secret to unstoppable motivation," Aarav replied, his voice trembling with desperation. The sage smiled faintly. "Motivation does not come from magic or mysticism. It is born from purpose. What drives you?" Aarav stammered, unsure. The sage continued, "Every great achiever has faced despair. The difference is they found a purpose so powerful that no obstacle could shake them. Look within and ask yourself, why do you want to succeed?" Aarav closed his eyes, memories flooding his mind. His late father's dream of running a successful business, his mother's sacrifices to support his education, his own burning desire to prove himself. When he opened his eyes, he whispered, "To honor my father's dream, to give my mother a better life, and to prove to myself that I can." The sage nodded approvingly. "Purpose is the seed, discipline is the soil, and action is the sunlight. Nurture your purpose, and motivation will follow like an unending river." Aarav felt a surge of clarity. It wasn't about waiting for motivation. It was about creating it by holding on to his purpose. He thanked the sage and began his descent with newfound vigor. Back in Mumbai, Aarav resigned from his mundane job and immersed himself in building his own startup. He faced countless failures, investors rejected him, and partners doubted his vision. But every night, He reminded himself why he started, and every morning he rose with determination. Months turned into years, and Aarav's company, Kapoor Innovations, became one of the most successful tech startups in the city. When reporters asked him about his secret to motivation, he would only smile and say, "It's not a secret. It's purpose." One evening, at another of Samir's gatherings, Aarav shared his story. Samir beamed with pride as Aarav spoke of his journey. Afterward, Aarav pulled Samir aside. "That temple, did you know it wasn't real?" Aarav asked with a sly grin. Samir winked. "Sometimes people need a little push to find what's already within them." Aarav chuckled, realizing that the journey to the temple wasn't about finding a secret. It was about rediscovering his own drive. And from that day on, he vowed to inspire others to embark on their own journeys, to climb their own metaphorical hills, and to find that motivation within themselves.